What's up, guys? This is Ray over at Sahara Coins. Hey, we're going to start a new series where we're going to educate you specifically on how to collect coins first and foremost, because we want you to be educated on the correct way to do it before you really dig deep. And then from there, we're going to go further into specific coins. So we'll look at like the Morgan dollar and the history behind it, as well as some of the cool hoards and stuff that have happened in history. So before we go there, though, let's kind of talk about the beginning things that you need when you're going to get ready to collect. One of the things that we like to tell everybody to have is a loupe. You want a 10 times jeweler's loupe. Now, we say 10 times because 10 times loupe is what is recommended. Anything stronger, you're going to start seeing other imperfections and things in coins that you really don't want to see when you're looking at them. It can give you the false sense that a coin may have been cleaned or damaged, when in all reality, you're just seeing the grain in the metal. One of the other things that we highly recommend you get is a incandescent light, or a nice desk light. That's going to help you to view the coins correctly. A lot of the time people will view coins under a fluorescent light, which fluorescents add a lot of color. And you want to remove that color, because if the coin doesn't actually have that color, you're seeing it with a light, it's going to give you some false readings on the coin. But no, there's some really great stuff. We want to go over some of these basics with you today before we get into this series. So first and foremost, let's talk about grading companies. There's a lot of grading companies that we see out there that we would call garage companies or basement companies. You'll see them online. They'll sell you coins that are, really they're cleaned or they're damaged. They're going to sell them to you as mint state coins, put them in a little holder. They'll look like they're legit, but they're not. So the three main companies that we give, some trust to, really there's two top ones, which one is PCGS, that's going to be the #1 overall. And then there's NGC, which is a very close second. It's just we currently see PCGS coins usually get sometimes about a 10% premium over an NGC coin. Then you have Annex and ICG. Now, both of those have had their moments where they've been, very reputable and very good graders. And right now, unfortunately, things are kind of falling apart. So ICG, we see a lot of coins graded 70 that are clearly not 70s. And Annex, kind of the same thing. The grading is a little all over the place. So personally, what we recommend is PCGS and NGC for all of our customers or anybody that's getting new into coins. Now, as far as buying these coins, those are also counterfeited. It's something to think about. There's lots of counterfeit raw coins, lots of counterfeit certified coins. But with PCGS and NGC, there's lots of ways you can check them. That's something that we'll go into in other videos of how to actually check your certified coins to make sure that they're not counterfeited. But the easy thing for us to tell you as a beginner is make sure you're purchasing from a reputable dealer, even if that's online. I know that a lot of people will tell you to avoid eBay like the plague. I don't really agree with it, only because there are big dealers like ourselves who do sell on eBay. And it's not that we're selling counterfeits on there. It's just we like to provide things to eBay because it is one of the largest marketplaces in the world. So, we kind of want to include the largest marketplace in the world. So don't exactly avoid eBay. Just make sure you know who you're dealing with. Now, moving forward with the grading companies. One of the things you're going to need to learn when you're talking about raw coins. These are coins that are not certified. We offer them in the store. You can get them all over the place. But one of the things that we want to teach you is how to correctly hold a coin. When you're holding a coin, you want to hold it on its edges. Every coin has 3 sides. That's something that you want to remember. There's the obverse, which most of you would call that the heads side of a coin. And then there's the reverse, which a lot of you would call that the tails side of the coin. The third side that we talk about is around the edge. A lot of the coins, it's where the reading would be found. Or, some of them like the Lincoln cent, they are not reeded, that's just flat around the edge. That's where you want to always hold your coins. It's where you want to pick up your coins. You don't want to grab them on the front, the obverse, or the back, the reverse, with your thumbs or your fingers. And that's because the oils in your hands can cause toning on the coin, and you could just leave marks all over that coin or cause scratches that could help to diminish the value. And you really don't want to do that just because of mishandling. So the first thing you definitely want to do is handle your coins on the edge. Next thing is coin storage. I know I want to say in the early 80s, it was right around when the grading companies started to really become prevalent as well. A lot of people stored their coins in soft plastic flips. Now, we store our coins in plastic flips here in the store, but they're archival. They're non-PVC, so they don't have the chemical that actually oozes out and causes coins to, they'll start to get a real green, substance on them, and it can actually cause corrosion, damaging your coins. So you want to make sure if you are going to store coins in plastic holders that you go to a dealer or a supply store and you make sure you get PVC-free holders. So that's going to be a key. The reason why those things are important when it comes to grading is if you have a nice coin, you've kept it in a PVC-free holder, you've held it by the edges, that coin is going to be in great shape and you can still have it certified. If it was mishandled, your thumbs are rubbing all over it, you put it in a holder that had PVC and stored it in there, then you may have some issues because you're going to have a corroded coin or a damaged coin. And unfortunately, those aren't going to grade. I mean, they'll put it in a holder, but it's not going to be given a good grade. So that's something to think about. Now, the grading scale is also something that I want to go into a conversation with you about. We have the Sheldon grading scale. That's what we use here in the US. Really, around the world it's used. It's a great grading scale. It goes from 0 to 70. So something for you to think about is that top end of the grading scale is where a lot of people look for coins. So mint state coins are from 60 to 70. You have AU coins that are going to go from 50 to 58. And then you have your XFs, your VFs, your fine, all the way down to poor, which would be, down at the very bottom of the scale. The grading scale is essentially how coins their value is based. The value is going to be based on the year, the mint mark, and the grade combination. So those are three things that you'll always hear us look into when you call us for an appraisal. We'll tell you, all right, it depends on the year, the date, and the mint mark. So don't be alarmed. That's very common, and really that's how you want to get your coins priced. Now, as far as dealers, we do hear a lot from people like, hey, I want to go to a dealer, but I don't know, they're going to rip me off, or this, that, and the other. One, we tell you to do your homework. You can definitely look up dealers on the Better Business Bureau, just like you would anything else when you're going to have a service. Now, what I want you to also think about is that there are dealers who are actually part of these larger groups. So like Sahara Coins, for instance, we are a PCGS and NGC authorized dealer. So what that means is that we have been authorized by PCGS and NGC not only to sell their coins, but we also can certify your coins for you, send them to them on our account, have them certified for you. And PNG, Professional Numismatic Guild. That is something where you're accepted into that after you've proven that you can be an honest business person, and there are practices that have to be followed by you when you are a part of that guild. So that's something I want you to think about when you're getting ready to purchase. Now, the coins that you can start collecting, they range anywhere from US Mint products, all the that are modern stuff, mint, proof sets, things like that, all the way through the old Morgan dollars, gold, whatever you really like. As a beginner, what I would recommend to you is get a United States Red Book. It's going to have everything that the US has ever minted in it. Go through that book and pick out something you like. One of the things we mentioned in one of our other videos when we introduced all the guys, you kind of heard a lot of us say, collect something you love. The reason why we tell you to collect something you love is because it's going to be easy to collect. You're going to like to look at it. So in this case, get yourself a Red Book, take a look through the Red Book, find something you like, then come on down and let us help you out. We'll help you to walk through it. We'll teach you everything we can teach you. And that's the other thing you always want to look for. If you walk into a dealer, you walk anywhere, and they refuse to help you or actually teach you about what you want to buy instead of just selling it to you, I highly recommend you turn around and walk out. Our goal is to educate every collector, make sure that you're an educated buyer and you know exactly what you're getting. And we want you to feel comfortable with everything you buy. So again, this is Ray at Sahara Coins. If you like the video, please make sure you hit the like down on the bottom. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything of the new episodes we're going to be putting out. And leave a comment for us if you have any questions or you have any requests for videos. Thanks. Have a good one, guys.